Thank you, Scotty. And we are back. Hey, everybody. Oh, this looks so great. The split screen going on. You got a party in Chicago. You got a party in Las Vegas. What
Hey,
more
come
can
on
you
now.
ask for? It's a I don't know about you guys, but when I was growing up, it's a party over here. It's a party over there.
Come on.
It's a party everywhere. Welcome back to the show, you guys. Everybody, welcome back to Variety Talk Live in Las Vegas and halfway from where? Chicago, Illinois. We're very, very happy to bring back on the show Mr. George Kraus, CPA, who has given us some wonderful tax tips earlier in regards to what to do at tax time. So by now, everybody should be all set. Everything should be in the mail. All of the long waits at the post office should be over. And some of you may have a few questions. So George is actually doing us a wonderful favor because he is right online with us, but he is actually at a convention in downtown Chicago at the Regency, and he is a delegate there. So George, welcome to the show.
Yes, thank you, Linda. It's a pleasure to be on this show.
Well,
As just mentioned, we're in the midst of convention for the Illinois Education Association, which I was the minority delegate for the Chicago area. And of course, as part of my duties, I am an adjunct professor at City Colleges of Chicago.
That is awesome. And as a teacher, just for the background for everyone who hasn't heard about you or had an opportunity to check out our first segment, give us a little background about your teaching and what you actually do.
Yes, well, I also teach accounting and business courses, and of course, I'm a full-time accountant, which I have my office in the Ford City Office Plaza in Chicago at 7601 South Costner Avenue. And this is my 36th tax season, and I hope everybody has gotten their information in despite the glitches. But some people may have filed extensions or may not have filed extensions. In any event, hope is not lost. I can still do your return. The main issue is making sure that you have all of your records available and making sure that not only the records available, but information on your dependents that you are claiming, as well as any child care and college costs you may have, so that we can get your return finished up.
Well, that sounds very important, George. And what are some of and first of all, I'm sure you've given us the major concerns that people have or the major incidences, such as you mentioned before, some people may have filed, some people may not have. But that's what's so wonderful about having you on the show, because some people may wonder, well, what do I do if in case I didn't get a chance to do any of that? Well, you're still sticking around. So there's so many accountants who, after the 15th of April, it's all over. But you're actually sticking around, and you're here year round for anybody that wants to be a part or actually hire you throughout the summer months as well as fall. You're there all year round, and I think that is just exceptional. So I think that's the major point that we want to get out there to the Variety Talk family, that you are accessible all year round.
Yes, well, that's not a problem. And as I stated, those that haven't filed, they still have an obligation to file. Now, as long as you don't owe, there's no penalty. The penalties come when you owe and have not paid in. Then, of course, there are penalties for failure to pay. So if you think you're going to owe, the sooner the better, because you minimize the penalty. Especially if you have not filed an extension. The extension penalty is 5% per month that it is late, even if it's late a few days. So the sooner you get it done, the less the penalty will be.
Okay, very important. Very important. Sam and Golden, you have any questions for our guest, Mr. Kraus?
I don't have any pressing
Got your
questions.
taxes done already, Sam?
I'm one of those who need an extension. I have to confess. Yeah, I need a.
I hear you.
So it's good to hear that if you don't owe, there's no penalties.
Well, there
Right.
you go. There you
Now, if you
go.
haven't filed an extension, it's too late to file an extension.
All right.
So,
Well, we
That's
I think
why
that
the
that
magic date
5%,
was
the
extended
knowledge about
another
that
day
5%
thanks
is
to
good.
glitches in the computer system, which impacted quite a few people. But the IRS will honor it as the 18th, but today is the 20th, so it's 2 days late, so the penalty already kicks in. But
So,
as I said, if you do owe, sooner is better than later to pay. And that's the
George,
most important thing. If you have
George,
to pay.
you hit on a major topic. You said something about that computer glitch. In brief, let us know what is the answer regarding that glitch. In as much as the computers were down, how did that affect the entire population regarding that deadline?
Well, as long as it was in by the 18th, they still will honor it as a completely filed return. Because it was due on the 17th. But since they extended the day, that's what's going to help people who may have done it.
I see.
If you haven't done it by that day, they gave you the extra day, so there's not much you can do about it. Now, there were some extenuating circumstances, and you can justify it. You can always write a letter with the return and explain what happened. But it has to be a very good, pervasive decision in order for them to do that. You know, such as maybe you had a death in the family, or maybe you were incapacitated at the time of the return, or maybe return information that was needed was unavailable, and you were unable to request an extension for some reason. And that's a case-by-case basis.
Well, see, all of this information is really important to know, George, and that's why we need you around. We know that you're downtown, and we know you're trying to have dinner, and you're trying to do your convention, and we are just so pleased and happy to at least have you jump on board with us for a few minutes. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the convention briefly?
Well, what it is, the Illinois Education Association, which is the union that represents us, we have our annual meetings. And basically, it's going through different procedures, looking at things that affect us as a union. We talked extensively about the Janus case, which is before the Supreme Court. That's going to affect us from what we call fair share. Fair share is a method where the union represents everybody, but everybody may not be a full member. But with this case, since people are fighting against fair share, if in the event the Supreme Court rules against fair share, then many members will drop out of the union because they will be forced to become full members at a higher price. And some cannot afford it since we are all working part-time. So that's why we're rallying and hoping that the Supreme Court will prevail in our favor. And we also had a chance to talk to the governor, well, not governor, but what's his name? Pritzker. He came by. Kwame Raoul came by. The Attorney General candidate, that's what I'm going to say. J.B. Pritzker is candidate for governor. Kwame Raoul is candidate for Attorney General. And Jesse White, Secretary of State. And Michael Flyers, who is the state treasurer. So they all came by, and of course they support unions and support education. We also talked, unfortunate is the shootings that have occurred. We're trying to push forward for more safety in schools.
Absolutely. Well, you know what?
Nice,
I can't
yeah.
think.
All around. In fact, we had an active shooter in Florida today who was subdued. But
yeah, there was a shooting in Florida, yeah. Tragic.
Say that again, Sam.
He mentioned that there was a shooting in Florida. We heard about that actually on our way here to the show. That's just really sad,
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. We had a moment of silence about that, as well as the other incidents that have occurred.
Well, I
So,
tell you, I think
That's at
that
the
what
forefront of our minds is being mindful of the schools. Anything can happen anywhere, but it needs to be a lot of intervention between students. If there's a student that you can see that has some problems, refer them to appropriate counseling so that they can be safe.
I agree.
Absolutely.
And
Well,
we
we're going to
keep
have to
the,
cut it right there,
student
George,
body
and
at
take another
large safe.
station break. But we want to just thank you so much for joining us this afternoon, and we know it's a short amount of time, and we look forward to you coming back again in May, especially because, as we mentioned before, you're year-round, so we appreciate you jumping on board with us and giving us tax tips on a monthly basis. So everybody, you are checking out WCOBM. You're watching Mr. George Krause right here in the city of Chicago. George, please give us your phone number so people can get a hold of you.
Yes, my phone number is 773-445-0929. And of course, my website is Krause Accounting. That's CROUSE, and the word accounting.com. And I'm on Facebook. So I thank you again for the opportunity to talk and look forward to seeing you in the future.
Well, thank you so much, George. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend convention, and thanks for all the good things that you do. And we'd like to find out more about what took place regarding the actions and the resolutions with the shootings. So
Okay.
we're going to take a quick station break, and when we come back, it's Mr. Sam Hishop Stewart along with Goldie. You're watching WCOBM live from Las Vegas, and we'll be back in a minute. I am your host, Lady Linda.